That night, a grand feast was held to announce their marriage. But suddenly, the sky darkened. The legendary dragon from the stories crashed the party. It snatched Mina and flew away before anyone could blink. The king, devastated, announced, "Whoever brings my daughter back safely shall marry her." Once upon a time, tucked away behind a massive tower across a vast, lonely desert, there was a hidden castle. People whispered that a dangerous sorcerer lived there, a man who had a strange obsession with princesses. He used his fearsome dragon to kidnap them right out of their palaces. The sad part was that none of these princesses ever returned. Many brave warriors went into the desert to save them, but they vanished too. Some even said the castle was impossible to find, as if it didn't want to be seen. High in a beautiful kingdom, a king was telling this very story to his young daughter, Princess Mina. As she closed her book, she looked at her dad and said, "If that sorcerer ever sends a dragon for me, he won't succeed this time. I'll be ready." Her father just laughed, thinking it was just a child's brave talk. Mina went off to play with her best friend, a boy named Ronan. Years passed, and Mina grew into a beautiful woman. Despite being a princess, she was kind and treated everyone like family. But one day, her heart sank. She found out that princes from all over the world had arrived to marry her. She turned to Ronan, her eyes full of sadness. "They aren't here for me," she sighed. "They are here because my dad thinks that since I'm a girl, I can't lead this kingdom. He wants a brave warriors to take over." When Ronan asked what she wanted, Mina stood firm. "I want to marry someone I actually love, and as for the kingdom, I can take care of it myself." In that emotional moment, Ronan didn't hesitate. He proposed right then and there. Mina was so shocked and happy that she actually fell into the water. Of course, she said yes. Back at the palace, the suitors were gathered. There was a world-famous warrior named Rudy, a prince from Arabia, and a prince from China who was only there because his mom told him to be. When Mina arrived with Ronan, Rudy got jealous and angry. "Stay away from her," Rudy barked at Ronan. "I'm the one marrying the princess." Mina snapped back. "I'm not marrying any of you." Ronan stood his ground too, but Rudy insulted him, calling him a sewer bug who couldn't even hold a sword. Ronan calmly replied, "Strength isn't the greatest weapon, Rudy. Intelligence is. And with my brain, I can lead this kingdom just fine." Rudy went to attack Ronan with his axe, but Mina jumped in the middle, threatening to tell her father. Later, she pleaded with the king to let her marry Ronan. The king admitted Ronan was smart, but he worried he wasn't a warrior who could protect the land. Mina argued that a wise king is better than a physical warrior. Who could protect the land, Mina argued, that a physical warrior? Finally, seeing his daughter's determination, the king gave in. That night, a grand feast was held to announce their marriage. But suddenly, the sky darkened. The legendary dragon from the stories crashed the party. It snatched Mina and flew away before anyone could blink. The king, devastated, announced, "Whoever brings my daughter back safely shall marry her." While the famous princes prepared their horses, Ronan asked the king, "What about our promise?" The king sighed, "I was wrong. She doesn't need a thinker right now. She needs a hero who can save her life." Heartbroken but determined, Ronan decided to become that hero. He put on a suit of armor, grabbed a map, and set off. He actually managed to get ahead of the other princes. When Rudy saw Ronan crossing a dangerous forest, he didn't try to help. He decided he would kill Ronan, so there was no competition left. Meanwhile, Mina woke up in the sorcerer's castle, built high atop a mountain. It was breathtakingly beautiful, but there was a chilling sight: statues of princesses made of pure gold everywhere. The dragon suddenly transformed into an old witch. She told Mina, "You're here for the sorcerer's entertainment. If you don't keep him happy, you'll become a gold statue just like the others." Then we see the sorcerer himself. He had a long blue beard that monsters had to comb with giant brushes. He was obsessed with his looks, trying to find the perfect outfit to impress Mina. The witch went to him and, as a reward for bringing Mina, the sorcerer gave her the location of his rival, a good wizard named Finn. Out in the wild, Ronan came across a giant snake trapping two bears. He tried to use a bow and arrow, but he was terrible at it. Thinking fast, he remembered that snakes react to music. He quickly carved a flute out of bamboo and started playing. The snake was hypnotized and followed Ronan right into a river, which swept the creature away. The bears were amazed. They could talk. They thanked Ronan and told him the sorcerer had sent the snake to kill them for their fur. To help Ronan, they led him to the good wizard Finn. Finn agreed to help because he felt guilty. Years ago, he had used a love spell on the witch to make her like him. When she found out it was magic and not real love, she became bitter and started ruining the lives of everyone in love. Finn used a magic potion in a river to show Ronan what was happening. They saw the sorcerer trying to touch Mina, but she whacked him with a tray, sending him flying. Ronan wanted to go right then, but Finn warned him that no ordinary man could reach that castle. He offered to teach Ronan magic, but it would take 20 years. "I don't have 20 years!" Ronan cried. Finn then told him to head east to the Sandy Mountains. "Look for a giant head trapped in the rocks. That is the gateway." As Ronan left, the witch showed up and captured Finn. Rudy also caught up to Ronan and tried to kill him. During their struggle on a cliffside, Rudy slipped. Even though Rudy was a villain, Ronan reached out and saved his life. But as soon as Rudy was safe, he tried to attack again. Ronan dodged, and this time, Rudy fell off the cliff for good. Back at the castle, Mina found a magic hat that made her invisible. She used it to trick the guards and even tied the sorcerer's beard to a heavy weight. She stole his magic ring, the one that turned people into gold, and used it to bring all the frozen princesses back to life. She urged them all to escape down a rope she had made. Ronan, now joined by the Chinese prince, finally reached the giant head in the desert. The head was grumpy and breathing fire because it had been stuck there for ages. Ronan realized the head was just thirsty because the river had been blocked. He and the bears built a giant catapult to break the rocks, letting the water flow again. The head, finally hydrated, revealed he was a giant whose own brother, the evil sorcerer, had trapped him. To thank Ronan, he gave him a magic sword. "Cut his beard," the giant advised. "That's where all his power is." He then gave them a boat to reach the castle. When Ronan arrived, he saw Mina. He ran to hug her, but it was a trick. It was the sorcerer in disguise. The real Ronan appeared, and a massive battle broke out. The sorcerer flew Ronan high into the sky, but Ronan didn't give up. Eventually, the sorcerer got tired and landed, pretending to surrender. But the bitter witch wasn't finished. She cast a spell that put Mina into a deep, death-like sleep. Ronan, in a rage, grabbed the sorcerer's beard and sliced it off with his magic sword. The sorcerer instantly turned into a gold statue. However, Mina wouldn't wake up. Everyone was heartbroken. Later that night, while they were camped out, the witch tried to trick the Chinese prince into killing Ronan. But it turned out the Ronan in the camp was actually Wizard Finn in disguise. Finn told the witch, "If I die, your magic dies too. I'll give my life to save them." The witch's heart finally softened. She gave Finn the magic ring that could break the sleeping curse. The scene shifts back to the palace. Rudy, who had survived the fall, lied to the king, claiming he saved Mina and demanding they marry immediately while she was still unconscious. Just as the king was about to agree, the Chinese prince arrived and told the truth. Ronan rushed in with the magic ring. He touched it to Mina, and she finally opened her eyes. The first thing she did, she punched Rudy. She knew exactly what kind of man he was. Seeing Ronan's true bravery and wisdom, the king stood proud. He married Mina and Ronan right then and there. All the princesses Mina had rescued came to the wedding, and the whole kingdom celebrated a love that was stronger than any dark magic.